Hello, this is an answer for Mary Kay Keller, who has asked. She creates courses for universities, so she is really good at creating online course content. However, the question is, what platform do you use? What platform do you put your online courses on? So, great question. There are lots of different ways to sell and host your online courses today, which is amazing. About 5-6 years ago, it was really expensive and quite challenging to find ways to sell your courses, but today it's super simple. Now, basically, there are three main ways and three main places from which to host your courses. Now, one is what's called an LMS, a learning management system. So those of you who are used to working in educational or academic institution environments will be familiar with things like Blackboard and Moodle and stuff like that. However, they're a bit clunky for the modern day online course creator, and they don't come with all the marketing elements that you need if you're going to be selling your programs out into the public world. So learning management systems are really great ways for you to sell your courses. They are very, very affordable. And they are super easy to use. And I'll give you a quick demo in just a second to show you just how simple this is. But the great thing about learning management systems is that you can simply upload your content in any format, whether it's videos, PDF documents, you can do quizzes embedded into them, you can have audio files, you can have links to outside stuff. It really is very simple. And if you can attach something to an email, believe me, you can use one of these learning management systems. Now, in terms of which ones are out there are three major ones dominating the market at the moment. There's a fourth just coming in, and those are Thinkific, Teachable, and Kajabi. And a new one that's just sort of entering and tipping its toe into the market at the moment is called Zenler. And all of those learning management systems are basically third-party software that you purchase and then completely brand in your own branding. So it's a bit like how you would purchase WordPress to make your own website. It's your place, it's your platform, you have to build it, you have to maintain it, you have to send students to it, but everyone that you send there is yours, they're your customers, it's your platform, and you can do with it as your heart's desire to be as creative as you like for creating your content. So that's the first main one. Now, which one is best? People always ask me. Look, the truth answer to this is they are all extremely similar today. When one gets a sexy new feature, the other one's really, really quick to catch up and do the same because they have to maintain competitiveness today. So honestly, my suggestion usually is go and get a free trial on all of them to see which one you prefer. Because the features are so similar, it really does come down ultimately to your personal preference with which just clicks and resonates most with you. Which one do I use is the other common question I get. My answer to that is at the moment Thinkific. I've been using that one for quite a long time. I do have accounts with all the others because I like to stay on top of what everyone's doing. But Thinkific is just always that teeny tiny weeny bit further ahead in terms of features, only a small part, and they're just great. They have great customer service. They have every feature and function that you need, and I've always been really, really happy with their service. So look, I don't have a bad word to say about any of them, but Thinkific is my platform of choice. Now, the second way and place to host your online courses is on what's called a marketplace. So think of an online course marketplace a bit like Amazon, but for online courses, or Walmart, but online for online courses. Now, these places have very special things you need to consider about them. Online course marketplaces, because they are owned by the supermarket, i.e. Amazon, they actually have full control over your content. So they, for instance, own all of the customers. You don't. You don't get access to the students' email addresses or anything like that. You don't have control over your pricing. The platform can completely choose what price your course is sold for. And one of the most well-known platforms in that space is one called Udemy, Udemy. Now, when people hear me say that, they go, why would you put your content on there then, Sarah? Like, why would you do it? And the reason is because Udemy has 30 million students, in fact, more than 30 million students now. And Udemy, because they are a supermarket for courses, work really, really hard in promoting the courses that are sold on that platform. So if you have a course on that platform, you're going to get students. So it's a really good way for you to get started in building up an email list if you just haven't got anything yet. And I say build up an an email list, even though I said that you don't get their emails. And this is where the strategy bit comes in with those marketplaces. Number one with a marketplace is never, ever, ever put your full paid courses on those marketplaces, because they could sell it for like $5. And after they've taken their cut, you might only get like $2 for your program. So you are never going to put your paid programs on there. What I suggest you do is put what's called like a lead magnet course on those marketplaces, something that you're happy to just give away for free, in order to get people finding you and coming across your content. Now, it has to be good, because if it's not good, people aren't going to actively go out of their way to find you. However, if it is good and people love that free, cheap mini course content, you can say in one of your videos, and I'm going to say that with inverted commas around it, because these platforms have rules and you don't want to get banned from them. So make sure you always check the rules before you follow this advice, because it changes all the time. Is you can say to your students at the end, now, if you enjoyed this course here on Udemy, do come and follow me on my own site over here. And then you can send them to your learning management system. Wink, wink. Okay, so you're not actually allowed on those platforms to actively take people away from them. You're not allowed to give outside links. However, you could always give a word of advice inside some of your videos. And believe me, it works. A lot of people have found my courses from Udemy and then gone out of their way to look for my other stuff. And then they come over to a platform that you own and become your customers, your clients, and on your list from those places. Now, the third way you can sell your online courses is through website plugins. So you may have heard of things like LearnDash. Website plugins are great. They're getting better and better all the time. The only thing with plugins is that you probably need to be a little bit more confident in tech than you would be if you were using a marketplace or a learning management system, just because it requires a little bit more confidence to go in and upload your stuff and do some integrations and so on. Now, I'm not saying it's hard, and it's certainly easy to learn, but I would always say that it's for those who are perhaps a little bit more confident doing some of the IT stuff. Now, which one of those three should you be using? My advice is all three of them for very different purposes. So use the learning management systems to host the majority of your content and your paid courses. Really great place if you're starting out and just want the process to be as simple as possible. You want all your marketing connected, easy payment gateways, automated student notifications, upload, plug, play, publish, and go. Go for a learning management system. To get your leads, put your small, cheap courses onto marketplaces to just expose yourself to more people and attract people to come and look for you based on delivering some great free stuff. And then plugins are a really great way again to I like to put my free programs and my free lead magnets on my own website, so that I'm driving as much traffic as possible to my own site with my paid marketing or advertising or blogging and stuff that I'm putting out to the world. So use all of them strategically, but if you're just starting out, your number one place to begin, I would say, would be a learning management system, just to make the process as simple as you possibly can. So let me show you how easy it is to use one of these learning management systems. So this is the platform called Thinkific that I mentioned that I use. And this is what it looks like from the back end, from the administration end. So I'm just going to show you, I've made a pretend course here, but all you simply do is you log in and create an account, you press add a new course, you press blank course, test name, give it whatever name you want, but I'm just going to put test in here for now. Press create course, and then it will take you into the area where you can basically build out your curriculum. So the first thing you want to do is add your modules. Now they call them chapters in here. So, I'm just, for the sake of explaining this demo, I'm just going to call this module 1, but you might want to give it a name. I'm going to add another module down here, and let's call that module 2. Getting well creative now, aren't we? Press save, and then you're going to press add a lesson. So simply press add a lesson, and you can choose, do you want a video, a quiz, do you want a multimedia lesson? That's where you can add the URL for any external website, and it shows within the lesson, so you're not having to send students outside of your class. How cool is that? You can add text documents where you can add in, it looks like a Word document basically, and you can add in images and all kinds of text. Surveys, PDF documents, audios, download links. You can have whole little discussion areas and community forums in here. Look, the sky's the limit of what you can add in these, and it's really, really easy. So let's pretend I want to add a video lesson. Now, video lessons, talking heads, and screencasting are the most highest engaging type of content. Where where you've got your talking head, because people like to know who's talking to them. That with the screen share is the most highest engaging type of content at the moment, and that's because people can see the screen, they can see the demo, and they can see your talking head. And I use a piece of software called Camtasia to get this effect, basically. So anyway, I'm going off all over the place, aren't I? Let's add this video. So let's call it how to make a cup of tea. Okay, oh, there's my spelling's amazing. And then you can choose, do you want to make it downloadable and autoplay and blah, blah, blah. Now I'm just going to pick a random video because I've already uploaded some stuff in here. So let's pretend that's my video on how to make a cup of tea, and I press save. Obviously I can drag and drop the video and just drop it there if I've got it on my computer. Now I'm going to go to preview the course as a student, and I'll show you how this looks. We've just published a video. Now, of course, we haven't done any making it look pretty yet, but here's an example. The lesson's called How to Make a Cup of Tea, and there's the video I uploaded. That's it. That's how easy it is. Love it. Amazing, right? That is, I mean, there can't be anyone that we can't teach not to do that. That's how easy it is to put your content online and make it available to people. So look, there's much more demos that I could go into after that. You set your pricing, you press the publish button, and you have a URL that you can go and share with the world and help lots of people. So look, really, really quick demo. Obviously, there's lots more that you can do. But I really hope that helps and answers your question on what are the different platforms that you can use to host your online courses, which one should you use and why. Hope that helps. See ya.